Hi, it's Sandra here from Creating Spain, and today I'm making a card which is a departure from the usual type of cards that I make. So I'm starting off with what the Americans call an A2 card, but for us Brits is an A5 card folded in half. And I found in my stash a nice pretty paper which has got some cherry blossom on it, which is particularly suitable for this card, and you'll soon find out why. Now I have my hot glue gun at the ready because this will be taking a little bit of hot glue, not much, but a little. And I also have my heat gun at the ready. And I have already prepared my sentiment, which is on this piece here. It says, "Because you are loved," and it was stamped with a raspberry ink, and then I went over it with a sparkle embossing powder and heat embossed it. And I've done that already simply because there are so many tutorials on how to heat emboss, I'm wasting my time doing that. So this is going to go onto here, and obviously you want to make sure, if you can, that it is centered up and that your writing is actually horizontal. So I'm going to put that in place now before I make any further mistakes, and I'll come back in a second. Okay, so I've got my first layer on here, and the next one to go on is this piece. Now make sure before you put the glue on that you have it around the right way. Make sure you have it so that it will cover the white edges properly, that it's not offset at all. And then you just stick this one down. So far so good, isn't it? Relatively easy. And here we go. As I've said before, don't use too much glue. It's one of the worst things that you can do. Too much and it'll slide around and it won't dry fast and it'll be a pain in the neck. So that's that layer on. And with luck, I haven't got any extra glue around the edges. Okay, so that's that one. All right, next I have a silver version of this, which is slightly offset to the inside. And again, make sure you got it in the right rotation. Now, because this is getting finer, you can either use a glue pen or you can use a spray glue on the reverse of this. And I'm just going to reach for the glue pen. I happen to have a Zig glue pen, which is fine. And you don't have to draw all around it. You can just do dots, just pat it on if you want, or you can draw the lines, up to you. Again, don't overdo it, because you overdo it, it'll splurge out the sides and make a mess. And you don't want your card ruined for that, do you? There we go, that should do the trick. Here we go. As you can see, I don't generally do this amount of matting, so there. Right, now it's getting even finer. I have this one which is cut from a glitter card. And this one I am going to use a spray glue on because it will adhere better to the foil. So I'll come back in a second when I've done. Okay, so I've got the glue on the back of this now, and I just need to line it up so that it's inside the silver. There. Now isn't that looking fancy? Right, now the main reason that I decided to do this particular card was because I've been playing around and I made a couple of flowers. And these are going to be stuck on here and the card will be done. But I just want to show you how the flower is done because it is so easy. All I've done is I've cut out a piece of normal cheap craft foam. It's the very thin one. And generally speaking, it's not particularly difficult to get hold of. and so you should be able to find it. And the silver bullet will cut this like butter. It's not a problem at all. Absolutely not. Now, what I want to do with this is to shape it. Now I'm going to show you a nice neat little trick. And here we go. I'm going to hold it with a pair of tweezers though, because I don't want to burn my fingers. And here we go. Right, it will not only, don't want my gun sliding off the table, it will not only curl it, it does shrink it very slightly, but the way that I did these was to heat it and then while it was still hot to manipulate the petals, but this particular one all I want to do is cup it. So I've got another chunky piece of foam here and, whoops, that's right, just dropped a palette knife on the table. And I've just got a normal embossing tool here and I'm just going to make a dent in the centre of that, and I have some beads, and this is why I've got my glue gun to hand. Try and take the top off of this without making the beads go absolutely everywhere, because trying to pick these up off the floor is not fun. I could spend the next 3 hours trying to find them. And drop a little bit of glue into the centre of there and tip that upside down, just plonk it inside the beads. And then I can take my tweezers and lift it out. And there I have my beads in the middle, and I can press those down a bit and allow that to cool, and it's ready to go. Oh, my voice has got a bit foggy. So that's how I do the flowers. I said these were done with slightly different petals. They were basic heart shapes, rotated and welded together. And so I just literally got it warm and then just sort of manipulated it with my fingertips. And this is the result. And all I did for the sizing of these, I did 2 of each size. So there were 2 of the large ones, 2 of the medium size, and 2 of the little ones, and that made the 2 flowers, so no problem there. And so this one, whoops, one bead came off. This one is ready to join the others, and if you want to make it close up even more, you can hold it with a pair of tweezers and reheat it, and that will do the job. If you heat this again without squishing it, it will actually come back to the original form at one time or another. So I just need to put these on, and you never really do a card with even numbers, which is why I've made a 3rd one. So all I'm going to do is put some hot glue on the back of there. And this is why I didn't put any of my matting on foam, because it would make it just a bit too thick. And I'm not sure whether to put that one over on the right hand corner or whether to put it down there, or to put it up here, wherever, or even just put it there. Actually, I think I'll put it up there. It's just a matter of taste as to what you want to do. And there we go, that is the card finished. So it doesn't take an awful long time to do, but I think it's quite effective, and I think most people would be very happy to receive a card like that. And these flowers are very quick to do, and if you have a cutter, they are extremely easy to do, and they look like you spend a long time doing them, and you really haven't. And what can be better than that? Take care now.